Good morning. Welcome to Robin's Roost. So on Wednesday, I did a video using the Autumn Abundance paper pumpkin kit. And I just made, I used 3 of the card bases and made 6 cards. They're all very simple cards, mostly to the pattern. But then as I'm making them, I thought, oh, I used up all the cute little bits and pieces, and I wanted to show you that I was smart enough to be able to figure out how to make some more without the bits and pieces, or to spread the bits and pieces out a little bit more. So I went like crazy yesterday and sat down and made all the rest of the card bases into cards. So I'm just going to flip the camera here and show you what I came up with, in case you're thinking, Robin, you used up all the bits and pieces. Now, how are you going to decorate the rest of those cards? So let's flip the camera here and I'll show you what I did. So first of all, I wanted to show you the stamp set in case you didn't have this set, but I'm assuming that most of you who are watching this probably did get it. This is our stamp set, some leaves and branches and little snail. I don't know, I wasn't so keen on the snail, but you know, everybody likes different things, right? So of course it came with these beautiful directions. And I'm going to start with this card, which was a square note card, right? And I don't really use those, and so I changed them into big cards. So for this card, and I'll just kind of tell you what I used. This is a piece of the inside of the envelope. So this is the little note card envelope, and it had this pretty brown on the inside. This was cut with the deckled circle dies. So I did pull in a die for this one. And on the inside, I did use a couple different stamp sets. Let me just pull this one in and show you. This is just a gorgeous fall stamp set. So it's the Autumn Expressions. And I pulled in the greeting from that. All the inks on this card are the Cajun Craze, which comes in the kit. Let's see, where am I going to set these? Off to the side. My next one, I used the little snail. Again, the decal circle dies. And this is very vanilla. I did pull in a piece of Cajun Craze and another piece of the envelope. This one I didn't do anything on the inside. And for this one, I pulled in some of the, oh, what are they called? I can never remember names. Woven golden leaves. These are available in the mini catalog right now, and they're just little woven golden leaves. And then I also pulled in some of the Natural Tones linen thread. It comes in a pack of 3. I think it's in the same suite as the leaves. And just tied a little bow there. Again, the ink is all the Cajun Craze. And this one I actually pulled in a happy birthday greeting from the Sweetly Scripted stamp set and just put it across. I've got some of the golden leaves on here, and then I just stamped one of the greetings all the way across this Cajun Craze background, and this is actually part of the set. This is one of the circles that I punched out from the cards. I believe it's the 2 3/8 inch circle punch that I used on that. I did take a sponge dauber and do the edges of this piece with the Cajun Craze. And then on the inside of this one, I made a gift card holder. And this is one of the envelopes. I pulled in another greeting from another stamp set, from the Adoring Hearts. I wanted it to say for you or to you or something like that, but I found that one in there. So you will notice that, let's see if I get on screen here, this envelope is smaller than the original one. And that's why I kept this envelope, because I wanted to show you what I did. So I just carefully tore the envelope open. And then I cut off about 1.25 inches, I think is what it was. I just cut it here. And then I cut it about here, about 1 inch off of this end. And then I scored it again. Let's see, I guess this piece is what I scored. And then I glued it onto the back of here and then retaped it on the sides to make it shorter. So it was pretty simple to do. And then it gave me this cool little gift card pocket. So this is the one these two here are the first ones that I made that are basically made to the directions of the card, except that I added, this one has the metal plate embossing on the bottom, and this one has the falling leaves. And let's see, I don't think I did anything. I didn't even finish the inside of that one. This one, yep, I just stamped some of the elements that are in the kit. This one I actually pulled in. This was my last card that I made, and I was just out of everything, and I thought, what am I going to put in the center? And I happen to have one of the scrapbooking kits. It's the fall version scrapbooking kit, and I didn't quite want to take my scissors out and cut the cool designer series paper, so I took one of the die cut elements and put in the center, and then I added some of that baker's twine. This stamp here is actually from that Autumn Expressions. It's got this log, and I thought it really really kind of went with the whole theme of this card. For the inside, when I cut the log card fronts, I ended up with these little strips, and I put them in here, and then these are just the leaves stamped, and then fussy cut. Oh, this was the deckled circle die again on that one. So here are the log pieces. This one I just cut it to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then this stamp again is from that Adoring Hearts, which is actually a Valentine-y kind of set, and I put this one onto a early espresso base, stamped a little bit on the inside. These are all very quick and easy cards, although, oh my gosh, I had a mess here as I was trying to do it. I do not know what stamp set this is from. I actually had this card base laying in my very vanilla bin, and I have no idea what it's from. I must have started the card and then changed my mind, and it was there. So this is a little strip that I had left over from the log pieces. Deckled circle die again here. This is that same log from the Autumn Expressions, and then these are some of the elements from the kit. This little piece back here is one of the envelope pieces that were leftovers, and then I just had to use the flap from the envelope that I tore apart and cut up, so I'll put that in here. And you notice this was the front, and of course, oh, here's one of the backs of the original card base. So this one is made, I believe, just exactly the way it's got the copper leaf and the Cajun Craze one. That's made right to the card directions. And let's see, here's the other one. This is the back side. Yeah, I guess I did have the front and the back. Those are made exactly, I'm going the wrong direction. These are made exactly to the card directions. And here's just a real simple one. I actually only inked the thanks. You can see the greeting says with thanks, like in this one. And I just inked up the thanks. You can put a little piece of Scotch tape on it when you ink it, or you can just be really careful and dab it on the edge of the ink pad. Just a single leaf, and then I had some strips again left over, and I framed the inside. And this was a card base that I had cut for some technique, like a fun fold. So I grabbed that and I cut the strip from the kit to match that. I had some, oh gosh, the nested circle dies, nested essentials dies, they're not circles, Robin, and cut 2 of those, one in Cajun Craze and one in Very Vanilla. And that was all I did for that card. This one was a little bit more time consuming, but I got this random idea. I love puzzles, so I cut these all into 1-inch strips both ways, so they're 1-inch squares, and then just put them back in order. Did the with thanks and another bow from that triple pack of baker's twine. And this is mounted on a early espresso, and then I just left the inside of this one blank. Then I decided to get a little bit brighter. Since these had the blues in it, I pulled in blueberry bushel card base, and this happy anniversary and this little leaf are from the Layers of Beauty stamp set. So that's all I did. I had a strip of the bushel, blueberry bushel. This is a strip of Very Vanilla, stamped those little leaves. And then on the inside I did the leaves again, and Thinking of You. And I think there's another blue one because I cut that piece of paper in half. Here's the other blueberry bushel base that I did. Had one of these left over, cut them into strips. I think they were 1/8, so they were maybe 1 3/8. I can't remember what size these are, but I cut them into 3 strips and then had a little bit left over, and then used a greeting from the Autumn Expressions again, and this is the Cajun Craze, and then I did pull in blueberry bushel ink too. So those are the only 2 inks I used, I believe, are the Cajun Craze and the blueberry bushel. And then I pulled in Poppy Parade card bases, and these are the deckled circle dies again, which are an awesome set of dies. Let me just show you those if you're not familiar with them, because I did use those on quite a few of these. And these you can find in the online exclusives. Look at how many you have. So they're great for layering things. And then these are, this is more of that linen thread, or not linen thread, baker's twine. These are just stamped on Very Vanilla and then fussy cut. I did stamp a couple of the branches on the back. I keep forgetting on a lot of them. And then this one, I did my leaves around the outside. This one looks like it's exactly to the directions, other than I cut it down to the 4 by 5 1/4. I did stamp the little branches on here, and then stamped them on the inside with the greeting. This one I left it the full 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then adhered it onto a Very Vanilla card base. Put one of the little strips that I cut off on the edge inside, and just the greeting. These are stamped with the blueberry bushel ink, and I've got some blueberry bushel branches on there. Kind of went with more of the blue. This one didn't have as much on it. This is one of the elements. And the final card, this is the other one that was done to the directions, so it's, you know, just these elements here stamped on the circle, and I didn't finish the inside of that one, so I have a little bit more work to do on those. So hope you enjoyed this look through. These are very simple alternatives, and I ended up with 20 cards. I do have to pull in some more envelopes, because of course it only had the 6 envelopes, which match the you know, aren't they pretty? Of course, you could cut them apart if you wanted to, but I need the envelopes, so I'm gonna use these. They'll work. And then yeah, really fun. And I had a great day. I don't know how long I spent at this. I didn't keep track because I was bopping about doing other things in between too. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember, there is a special on the next paper pumpkin kit. If you purchase a subscription by October 10th, you get it for 40% off if you're a new subscriber. So being a new subscriber means that you have never purchased the kits before. But that's a great offer, and it's a Christmas version of the kit or theme for this next month. So give it a try. It's pretty cheap. You know, I think they're $25 a month, 40% off. So hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping by at the Roost.